Good morning, dear students. The topic which we are going to discuss in this video is differentiation of implicit function. So before we actually start with the topic, let us first understand the categorization of the function on the basis of independent and dependent variables. So I have categorized the function in two forms. The first one is explicit function. Now what is explicit function? A function in which dependent variable, let it be y, can be completely expressed in terms of independent variable, say x. That is, example, y equal to 5x square plus 2x plus 3, or it can be y equal to sin x plus cos x, or y equal to tan inverse x plus e to the power x. That means in general we can write the above functions as y equal to function of x. Similarly, we can also express x is equal to function of y, x equal to function of t. So such type of function is known as the explicit function. The other type is implicit function. Now what is implicit function? A function in which dependent variable, that is again say y, cannot be completely expressed in terms of independent variable, that is x. Let us take an example. Here you are having an equation x square plus xy plus y square equal to 0. This function cannot be represented in the form of y equal to fx. Or you take another example, it is x plus y equal to cos of xy. Here x and y cannot be separated. Or it can be y into e to the power x plus x into e to the power y equal to 1. That means in general form we can express f of xy is equal to a constant. So we have gone through the definition of implicit function. Now our actual topic is how to differentiate an implicit function. So here is some working rule for differentiating implicit function, that is f of xy is equal to constant. This is the pattern. So first is differentiate both sides with respect to x. That means whatever equation we have been given, both sides we will be differentiating with respect to x. The second one is collect all dy by dx, or it can be represented as y dash, to left hand side and the other terms free from y dash to the right hand side. The third is solve right hand side function to its lowest form if possible. So students, we will be solving some of the questions related to implicit functions. So here is the question, ax plus b y square equal to cos y. So I have taken the question from the NCERT exercise. What we will be doing, according to the rule, differentiating both sides with respect to x. So when we are differentiating both sides with respect to x, so y will also be differentiated with respect to x. So we will be getting a dx by dx will be equal to 1 plus b y square will be written as 2y into dy by dx is equal to differentiation of cos will be minus sin y, and when again y has to be differentiated, so it will be dy by dx. According to the second rule, we will be collecting all dy by dx to the left hand side and shifting the other terms to the right hand side. So when we are collecting dy by dx to the left hand side, so we will be getting 2by, and this will be coming over to here, plus sin y into dy by dx is equal to minus a, which implies what will be dy by dx? Dy by dx or y dash, it can be represented as y dash also. So y dash will be equal to minus a upon 2by plus sin y. Now let us take one more question of the NCERT textbook. Xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y. Now students, I have taken dy by dx is equal to y dash. So differentiating both sides with respect to x. So here we will be applying the product rule, and product rule is first function differentiation of second, so x y dash, plus second function differentiation of first, so y into differentiation of x will be 1, plus now y square, differentiation of y square will be 2y y dash is equal to differentiation of tan x is equal to sec square x, plus again differentiation of y will be y dash. So according to the second rule, collecting all y dash to left hand side. So here we are having y dash, here also we are having y dash, and here also we are having the y dash function. So taken y dash to the left side, so it will be x plus 2y minus 1 into y dash is equal to sec square x minus y. That means y dash is equal to sec square x minus y upon x plus 2y minus 1. So one of the question from the miscellaneous is, if x root 1 plus y root 1 plus x equal to 0 such that x is not equal to y and x is greater than minus 1 less than 1, then prove that dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square. Children, don't try to differentiate here itself, then it will go very lengthy. So we will be first of all making it a very lowest function. So converting it in lowest function, how? X root 1 plus y root 1 plus x equal to 0 is given. Bringing this function over to the right hand side, and after that squaring both sides. After squaring both sides, we will be getting x square 1 plus y equal to y square 1 plus x. Open the bracket. After we open the bracket, we will be getting x square plus x square y equal to y square plus y square x. So shifting y square to the left hand side and this function over to the right hand side. So we are getting x square minus y square equal to y square x minus x square y. Applying a square minus b square will be x minus y into x plus y, and taking xy common from here, we will be getting xy into y minus x. Now since we are having x minus y here and here we are having y minus x, so taking y minus common, so we can make the function like this: x minus y into x plus y equal to minus xy into x minus y. Now we can cancel this and this function, so we will be getting x plus y equal to minus xy. Now making the function as, after solving we will be changing the function as y equal to minus x upon 1 plus x. This we will be writing equation number 1. Now here we can easily differentiate the function with respect to x. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, y can be written as y dash equal to, here children I have taken negative first of all common and then use the concept of quotient rule. And what is the quotient rule? Denominator the whole square, denominator differentiation of numerator minus numerator differentiation of denominator. So after differentiating we will be getting 1 plus x minus x, cancelling this 2. So we will be having minus 1 upon 1 plus x the whole square, that is y dash equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x the whole square, which is actually what we have to prove. Now let us see one more question. It is sin xy plus cos x plus y equal to 1. Now we cannot break this function, nor we will be able to break this. So differentiating both sides with respect to x. So first of all we will be differentiating the sine function, sin xy. Sine will be written as cos of xy, and here we have to differentiate the function by using the product rule. So product rule is first function differentiation of second plus second function differentiation of first minus, now y minus, because differentiation of cos will be minus sine of x plus y. Now again we have to differentiate this part, so this will be differentiation of x is 1 plus differentiation of y will be y dash equal to differentiation of 1 is again equal to 0. Now what we will be doing, first of all we will open the bracket and collect all the y dash, bring all the y dash to the left hand side. So what I have done, brought all the y dash over to the left hand side. So it is cos of xy into xy dash, and from here I will be getting minus sin x plus y into y dash is equal to, now the terms free from y dash we have written over to the right hand side. So it will be cos xy into y minus y cos xy, and here it will be plus sin of x plus y. So y dash will be written as sin x plus y minus y cos xy whole divided by x cos xy minus sin x plus y. Now let us take one more example, one more extra question, that is if sin y equal to x sin of a plus y. So some similar question you will be getting in the miscellaneous exercise. You have to prove dy by dx is equal to sin square a plus y upon sin a, where a is some constant. Now look here, you can directly differentiate the function on both sides with respect to x, but that will go very lengthy. So what we will be doing, we will modify the question in such a way that our solution part is very small. So what I have done over here, I have taken x equal to sin y upon sin of a plus y, x equal to sin y upon sin of a plus y. Now here what we will be doing, we are not going to differentiate the function with respect to x, but we will be differentiating both sides with respect to y, because here it is seems to be x is the function of y. So differentiating both sides with respect to y. Now when we differentiate, quotient rule will be applied here. So dxy dy will be equal to denominator differentiation of numerator minus numerator differentiation of denominator. So we will be upon denominator the whole square. So here we will be getting sin of a plus y into sin y differentiation will be cos y minus the numerator will be written as it is, sin y, into differentiation of denominator will be cos of a plus y, and when we are doing a plus y, differentiation of a plus y, here this will be 0 and this will be 1. So no need of representing whole divided by denominator the whole square. Now students, since we have studied the formula of trigonometry, you should be thorough with that. Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b will be written as sin of a minus b. Here a is a plus y and b is y. So we will be having sin a plus y minus y, y and y will be cancelling out, whole divided by sin square a plus y, that is we will be getting sin a upon sin square a plus y. This is actually dx by dy, but our requirement is dy by dx. So what we will be doing, we will be taking the reciprocal and we will be writing dy by dx is equal to sin square a plus y upon sin a.